What's up everybody, Nate here from Out of the Basement, bringing you a brand new action figure review. Today from Star Wars The Vintage Collection, we are taking a look at FENNEC SHAND. She is of course part of the brand new wave of TVC figures. And thank you to President Igor over on the Discord for providing me with this figure. This review would not be possible without them. So thank you very much for the figure. Now let's go ahead and take a quick look at the package here. We have the classic Vintage Collection card back here. We've got the Book of Boba Fett logo right there. A nice shot of FENNEC. Kenner logo down at the bottom. You can see the pill right here. Shows off FENNEC and all those wonderful accessories that we get with her. We also have the back of the package here, which shows off some other figures in the wave, like Ahsoka, and there's some figures that we've seen already. Vintage Collection logo right there. She is VC 221. And we have the barcode Disney and Hasbro logo down at the bottom of the back of the package here. So let's not waste any more time. We're going to go ahead and get this figure open. We'll take a look at the accessories and then FENNEC herself. And first up, we'll start out with some familiar territory here. We have FENNEC's helmet, which is actually an alternate head for the Vintage Collection figure. I love that they've been doing alternate heads, and I honestly wish that they would do it for the Black Series as well. But you can see the helmet is nicely detailed. It actually has more paint apps on the top of the helmet. Gives it a little bit more of that gritty and grimy look, but otherwise still has some really incredible sculpted details for this small of a scale. You can see it's just a black void where her eyes would be, which I think was the best bet for this alternate head here. And we do have that nice silver paint app there on the black part of the helmet. We also have her main rifle here, which is actually slightly different sculpt wise. The Black Series figure being more accurate. They took out the sort of bar right here that connects on the grip of the weapon, but the sculpting details are still great, and I'm sure they just had to do it so that it could actually fit in FENNEC's hand, which I'm down for that. I would obviously want the accessories to be functional with the figure. But yeah, that is a little bit different. However, no paint apps on the Black Series version, no paint apps on the TVC version, except for here on the strap we do have the two orange squares there, just like the Black Series figure. And as far as new stuff goes here, we do get her other blaster rifle, which features some nice brown paint apps for the stock of the weapon, and is a brand new sculpt and looks really nice, especially at the 3 3/4 inch scale here. There's some really nice sculpt work on the barrel, and it's exactly identical on the other side. And without a doubt, her best accessory, the bottle of Spotchka. Yeah, it doesn't have the black paint apps for the sort of webbing around the bottle. You can see they sculpted it, but did not end up painting it. It does have a really nice light blue paint app detail that kind of gets lighter as it goes to the top of the bottle, which is a really nice effect there. And yeah, this is just awesome that we got two extra accessories here with this version of FENNEC that we didn't see in the Black Series figure. So accessory wise, yeah, you got to give it to the Vintage Collection one here. And it's awesome to have this bottle of Spotchka so you could really recreate the scene where she's posed on the throne with Boba. All right, and let's go ahead and take a look at the figure now. All right, and here is the Vintage Collection FENNEC SHAND out of the packaging. And for 3 3/4 inch, this figure is another absolute banger. Definitely on par with the more recent figures that we've been getting, like Bo-Katan and the Book of Boba Fett Deluxe Boba Fett figure. If you have either one of those already, you already know what you're going to get into with this figure. So yeah, another absolute banger. There's some really fantastic details. You can see we do have a soft goods skirt piece this time, as opposed to the Black Series soft plastic version. And yeah, she is outfitted with that updated modern hip articulation as well. So you already know this figure is going to be next level for posing. And you can see that she also features a very nice photoreal face as well. So let's go ahead. We're going to get her off the stand and take a closer look. And even though she may be tiny, this photoreal face here and the sculpt is still pretty damn accurate. I definitely see the Ming-Na Wen likeness in her, and you can see that the costume and her hair are all sculpted pretty much on par with Black Series. Some really nice paint details there in the hair. And we do get her ponytail, which is nice and soft and still has some of that orange detailing in there as well. As far as the costume details, pretty much all the sculpt work is here, and at this scale is very impressive to see. They even managed to work in that sort of zigzag pattern on the arms there as well, and that's super small details here. We do also get her little communicator piece thingy right here as well, and that looks really nice, really nicely detailed. And also that orange piece of armor is present on her arm as well. So the costume details here are just absolutely fantastic. Hasbro's really done a great job sculpting at this small of a scale. And you can see, yes, they did decide to go soft goods with FENNEC here, and they do look really nice at this scale. I think it's great. They even have a little underlay piece here that has some detailing on it. But overall, I think that the Black Series version is a little bit better when it comes to how this is executed. This, of course, you can see is a little bit poofy. It doesn't really want to sit inward as much as you'd like it to. And that's simply just because it's at such a small scale. But we also lose all of that sculpted zigzag pattern detailing that you see on the Black Series figure, because, of course, you cannot do that on cloth. They do still include the orange triangles here, which are nicely painted on there. Those look really nice, but yeah, otherwise you lose all that detail. However, going back to the actual costume here, you can see the details pick right up again at the legs, and the same level of sculpted detail is there, and it just looks absolutely wonderful. So much orange paint throughout the figure, and it's all painted very well, cleanly applied all the way throughout, and yeah, they absolutely killed it on the details here. So let's go ahead and take a look at the articulation. And as we go down even further here, let's go ahead and jump into it. For the head, she can look up just a little bit, can look down a decent amount, can rotate the head all the way around. Pretty nice side to side there as well. Her shoulders do move all the way up. They also rotate around. No problem there. No butterfly joints yet at this scale, but who knows? We'll probably see them sooner than later. Single jointed elbow here. That gives you just about 90 degrees and swivels. We also have a trigger finger hand that rotates around and has a vertical hinge here. She's got double vertical hinges, folks. Another trigger finger hand. Vertical hinge. Double vertical hinge, double trigger finger hand. Oh yeah, that's pretty awesome for FENNEC. And for the crunch, nothing really forward. A little bit back. You do, of course, get the rotation, and side to side here works really well. So still not bad, but it kind of wants to snap back. You can feel it going forward more, but it always just kind of wants to pull back. As far as the legs are concerned, they do kick up all the way. She can completely do the splits here. Amazing kickback, thigh swivel, single jointed knee here that gives you 90 degrees and swivels. And then finally down to her feet here. They do go down all the way. They do go up just a little bit, and you can see she does have ankle pivot and peg holes. So again, she's another example of a modern vintage collection figure where the articulation is just absolutely off the charts. It is on par pretty much with Black Series minus the butterfly joints. But otherwise, everything else checks out on this figure. So yeah, what they're able to do nowadays with the details and the scaling at 3 3/4 inch, it is just absolutely fantastic. So before the review is up, let's do just a couple comparisons. I don't have very many vintage collection figures, so apologies. There's really not too many figures that I can compare her to. But let's go ahead and jump into that. And here she is with the Book of Boba Fett and Bo-Katan. And that looks like pretty good scaling here between the figures. Bo and FENNEC definitely are a lot shorter than Tem here. So I think this does actually look good scale-wise. And the other two figures I'll compare her to is the Old Power of the Force 8D8 and a Rogue One Stormtrooper. And so there you have it. There was my review of the brand new vintage collection FENNEC SHAND here. Another absolute banger for the vintage collection. This figure is absolutely amazing. You get a ton of accessories. It's a brand new figure head to toe. It has the modern hips that are just so crucial for taking the vintage collection figures to the next level, which FENNEC here is definitely next level, right up there with Boba Fett and Bo-Katan. So if you enjoyed those figures, you definitely need to pick this one up and add it to the collection. So if you enjoyed my review, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe if you are new. We're always talking about Star Wars, the Black Series, and the Vintage Collection here on the channel. So if you're into either line, definitely hit that subscribe button. If you'd like to support us directly, we do also offer a channel membership for 99 cents a month. You get a custom Clone Trooper name badge that changes based on how long you are a member of the Basement Dweller Army. You also get some custom emojis that you can use on our videos and in our live streams, which happen every single Sunday at 1 p.m. Central Time. I'm Nate from Out of the Basement. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.